Sahanavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviyam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma vidvishavai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Asato Ma Sadgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityo Ma Mrutangamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Good evening. In our culture, after uttering a mantra, we generally say, peace, 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 thrice. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. You may be curious to know, why should we say it thrice? Can't we just say once, Shanti? So there is a reason for this. Our rishis, our sages have classified the suffering that comes to all creatures into three. The first kind of suffering is adhyatmika. They've classified and named it as adhyatmika suffering, adhyatmika affliction. What is adhyatmika affliction? Affliction or suffering that comes to an individual out of his own accord, on his own accord. That means we manufacture misery on our own. You see, in the world, the external world is not in our control. What the other people do, what they say, how they behave, how they look at you, that is not in our control. The only thing that is in our control is how we respond, how we look at the situation. Yes or no? By adjusting that, okay, you can adjust your peace and happiness. If you consciously actually choose to remain happy, you can be happy all the time. Okay? You know, today we have become so sensitive. You are walking on the road. You have encountered a stranger. You don't know that person don't know you. He looked at you seriously. That's all. You are shattered. Then you will go back home. Why did he look at me that way? Why did he look at seriously at me? Not one day. You will remember it for days together. We don't know because what kind of mood he was undergoing. Maybe he had some other problem. Okay, he was thinking about his own problem. But he looked at you seriously. That's all. You are half dead. One frownful look is sufficient to make people to push into depression. ఆయన కొంచెం ఇరిటేటింగ్గా చూశారండి ఇంకంతే మనకు బాధ అయిపోతుంది అవునా కాదా సో when did somebody really poke you with a stick or somebody actually brandished a knife in front of you threatening that I would kill you? ఎవరన్నా మనం కట్టెబెట్టి కొట్టారా, ఏమన్నా చాకు పెట్టి పొడిచారా? ఓకే, బట్ ఆల్ ద సఫరింగ్ యాక్చువల్లీ వీఆర్ క్రియేటింగ్ అవుట్ ఫ్రమ్ విత్ ఇన్, రైట్? See, for animals, if you just give them food, they are just happy. Okay, peace. For human beings, when you don't have food, okay, that is a concern. Where should I get my food? There is no food on my plate. Okay, that's real concern. Okay, you are feeling sorry, you are feeling helpless, you are in distress, understandable. But for human beings, when there is no food, that is the only concern. Once your stomach is full, your mind actually will go berserk. 100 problems it will create. When the stomach is empty, that is the only concern. Okay, how to get my next meal. But once stomach is full, for human beings, 1,000 problems come. That's the kind of mind we have. So the first kind of suffering is adhyatmika suffering. Suffering that comes to individuals from within. Oh, Swamiji, I am very sensitive. Don't become sensitive, brother. Okay? So they want to control the external world. Okay, everybody should behave in this way. You can't fix the external world. It's too big. ప్రతి ఓల్డ్ నాతో ఇలానే ప్రవర్తించాలి, అప్పుడు నేను ఆనందంగా ఉంటాను. అది జరగదు. బికాజ్ పీపుల్ బిహేవ్ ద వే దే వాంట్ టు బిహేవ్. ఓకే, అకార్డింగ్ టు దేర్ సంస్కార్, అకార్డింగ్ టు దేర్ టెండెన్సీస్, ఓకే, అకార్డింగ్ టు దేర్ మెంటల్ మేకప్, దే బిహేవ్ విత్ యూ. హౌ యూ రెస్పాండ్, దట్ ఈస్ ఇన్ యువర్ కంట్రోల్, not what they say to you or how they look at you. So 90% of the suffering we manufacture from within. We have become misery manufacturing factories. MMF. Today modern man means every second man is a MMF. MMF means misery manufacturing factory. From within we make manufacture misery. Not that somebody is really actually making us miserable from outside. This is called adhyatmika suffering. Today actually maximum suffering in the world is this, of this category, of this kind. The first shanti that we say is to have relief from this kind of suffering. Okay? Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. The first shanti is to have relief from this kind of affliction, which is adhyatmika, which is our own manufacturing. We manufacture our own suffering. The second is adibhautika suffering, suffering that comes to individuals from other beings. Today we are all living in urban spaces. One small creature causes us so much of suffering. It is small in size, but in terms of giving suffering, it gives significant suffering to you. Can you actually tell me the creature? Mosquito. Mosquito. So otherwise actually we are not living in forest, or we are not living in the borders of forest where there is a danger of tiger intruding into your home. They all become extinct. They are all there only in certain biosphere reserves and national parks where small population is conserved now. So many species have become extinct. Imagine the life of a person 150 years back. There was so much of forest. Every village actually was on the border of a forest. The villagers used to fear tiger might come into the village, or some other wild animal might, sneak into the village in the dead of the night. They would not even dare to come out of their homes at night time because we don't know. Some wild animal may be prowling around your home. Today we don't have such fears, right? The suffering that comes to individuals from other beings is called adibhautika suffering. The second shanti is to have relief from this kind of affliction. Okay. The third shanti is suffering that comes to individuals from elements. Elements means wind, water, fire, the sun. Okay. Anything can cause us suffering because we are such a fragile being. Little more cold, so much cold. Little more heat, so hot, suffering. We are such a fragile being, I am telling you, right? Animals are not that sensitive. They have sensitivity, but not like human beings. Okay? This summer, North India, particularly this year, they experienced a severe heat wave because of deforestation, industrialization and all, everywhere cement construction, structures. Nature is taking revenge, as it were, because we have destroyed so much of nature everywhere in the world. This is called Prakriti Prakopa. Elements are getting into rage. Elements ante wind ki panchabhutaలకు కోపం వస్తుంది మన మీద. Okay? Why they are angry and upset with us? Because we have done so much of damage to the nature, environment and ecology. We have destroyed forests. Many animals have become extinct because we have destroyed their habitat. Okay? So, suffering that comes to individuals from elements is called adidhaivika suffering. Okay? We want to have relief from all these three kinds of affliction. That's why we say Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. You just see, if the nature doesn't cooperate with us, nature can inflict enormous suffering upon human beings. Okay? If there is too much of rain, it's flood. If there is too less rain, it's famine. Yes or no? Ativristi vaste samasya. Anavristi samasya. Big, huge problem. The nature has to cooperate with us. Otherwise, nature can inflict so much of suffering. Particularly that we are living in cities. If there is huge rain, let us say in one day there is 10 centimeter of rain, all the low-lying areas get submerged. Knee-deep water. Shops actually, so much of damage can happen. Where some time back there was Tungabhadra flood. I think it was 2013 or 2009. Exactly, I don't remember. For the first time, how much damage flood can inflict, flood can bring to humanity. That first time, I had a direct experience because we did relief there. Half of the Kurnool town got submerged because the backwaters of Sri Salem. Okay, so much of rain was there upstream. The dam could not take that much of water, though they lifted all the gates, right? So half of the town got submerged. And when the water was there, we could not see the destruction. When the water receded, then you would get to see the destruction. So much of mud in every house. 2 feet mud, 3 feet mud. All the shops completely got destroyed. All the electronic items in the house actually got destroyed. So much of damage one flood can cause. For the first time, when I saw with my eyes, oh my God, I thought just water came and water would recede and everything would be normal afterwards. నీళ్ళు వచ్చాయి, నీళ్ళు వెళ్ళిపోతే అంత బాగానే ఉంటుంది అనుకున్నా. నీళ్ళు వెళ్ళిపోయినాక కనపడింది రియల్ డిస్ట్రక్షన్. Okay, during the flood you won't notice it, but when the waters recede, then you will get to see, okay, the real damage that happens. So Om Shanti Shanti Shanti, may the elements be in peace. Prakriti naku sahakarinchu kaka. This is a prayer to the divine that we say, oh Lord, actually all these elements are in your control. Have mercy upon us, have kindness upon us, have compassion upon us. We are all your children. Okay, don't bring this misery to us through all these elements which are in your control. So once the Lord is pleased, He will actually instruct the elements and guide the elements and control the elements in such a way so that we will not have to suffer much. That is the idea. It's the kind of prayer we say. When we say Om Shanti Shanti Shanti, peace not just to human beings, peace to the entire creation, to all the beings. Okay, if I have to say it consciously, then will be peace in the world. In that way, by saying this, we contribute towards the peace of the world. And we have been doing it for millennia. And in that way, Swamiji would say again and again that my country actually has contributed so much towards human progress and towards a peaceful world. No other race, actually, no other country, no other world actually would long for peace for the entire creation. We all our prayers are universal prayers. We don't just want peace for ourselves. We want the entire creation to be happy. Okay? Thank you. Nice day.